Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is LJK Financial Foundations. I'm Lonnie Crinoli. Great to have you guys here. This is a channel where we talk about money, talk about budgeting, talk about debts, talk about just going into the different financial foundations, digging deep in them for the beginners in dealing with money and the people that have some more knowledge. So just covering all the bases, just trying to help people understand money more. So with this video that we have today, we're going to be covering the viewers' questions. So hit the subscribe button, guys. Definitely check out the video coming up where I answer those questions from you, the viewers. So stay tuned. Hey guys, thanks for being here. First off, I want to thank you, the viewers, for subscribing to the channel, for sharing my different videos on your social medias. As you know, it's no secret that I share this out to a lot of different places: Facebook, Instagram. I share it out to LinkedIn. I share it out to Reddit. Well, I put out on the videos for some of you, the viewers, to contact me about some of your questions. And today I am covering 3 questions from some of the viewers. So I'm excited about this and just want to thank you, the viewers. So I am on the road to try and get 50 viewers, 50 subscribers at this point. And right now we are definitely still very short of that. So please hit the subscribe button, guys. First off, it helps me out. Definitely hit the like button as well. That helps me out too. These are the things that help me out. Leaving the comments behind also is great help as well. So again, thank you guys for all that you have been doing, that you've been sharing, and just being a part of my venture on this. And this has been new for me. Had I thought that I was going to do this a year ago? No. I watched friends of mine do this. I watched other people I know do this. I was always the guy behind the camera. Never thought that I would be the one here doing this in front of the camera. With that being said, like I said, today I'm here for you, the viewers, some of your questions. So from Jim, my first question is, how much should I save for retirement? Well, there's some variables in this question that I have from you. One, how old are you? I don't know your age, so I can't really answer this question fairly to be able to do this for you. But there's 3 questions that I come up with. One, how old are you? The other one is, when do you want to retire in life? Do you want to retire earlier at like 55, or do you want to retire a little bit later at like 65, 67? What does that look like? Where do you want to be in retirement? And then the last one is, what do you want to do when you retire? Do you want to travel the U.S.? Do you want to travel the world? Is this going to be like every month going to a whole new place in the world? Or are you going to travel once in a great while? Are you going to just get a beach house somewhere? Or are you getting a house in the woods somewhere, some little cottage or whatever? I mean, it all depends on you, what your goals are, what you want to do with retirement. So, the one thing is, start saving and investing. I've talked about the rule of 72. You guys saw it in one of the videos, and I'll post it up here again, the rule of 72, on what it looks like, how it can help out with early investing. I don't know your age, like I said, so Jim, it's a little bit hard to answer this question specifically, but when you retire, the experts say that you draw like 4% and have 5% investment return on your after taxes and inflation and stuff as things grow. You see the chart that I'm putting up behind me? Basically, just to throw up a couple numbers on it, if you want to have $60,000 for your retirement a year, you need to have $1.5 million today. At this point, you need to save $1.5 million. This allows it to compound interest, the rule of 72, like we talked about, and then just really you're just going to continue making interest off this and being able to really help yourself in when you draw the money out that you need at the time. It all depends on what you think that you need per year, how much you need a year when you're in retirement. And you know, people, it depends how long you're going to be retired. Like I said, are you trying to retire earlier, later, things like that. The experts say that you should plan on 30 years or longer. But minimal, plan on 30 years. So that's why I say start early. See this chart behind me that I'm putting up? It basically, like I said, shows how much you need to save to be able to retire. Now, if you wanted 80,000 a year, you need 2 million, and so on and so on. This chart ranges from one end to the other of how much you want. So it's going to be a great chart for you to see, and this will help you out in planning what you need for retirement. Since I don't have all those questions, obviously I can't specifically answer this to a exact number, but for you, the viewers, all of you out there, you know where you're at in life, you know how much you have saved, don't have saved, what you can invest, and if you want to retire with this much per year, this is what you need on this chart. So take a look at that, and once you have that saved, then you don't need to go anymore. Once you feel you have the amount that you need saved. So check out the chart. That'll help you out in this answering this question. And with that, we're going on to the next question. All right, so the next question is from Jamie, who asked, will the Rule of 72 help me, an 18-year-old who just graduated, in saving money for bigger things down the road or retirement? So yes, the Rule of 72 can help you. The earlier you get in the Rule of 72, the better it can be. You're telling me that you got $20,000 as a graduation gift to put into a savings fund at your credit union, and you want to save $2,000 a month, and your credit union, you said, is at 7%. So guys, this is the Rule of 72 is so major in this and such a big thing that especially younger. So let's say that, Jamie, you and the rest of your viewers, if you from 18 to 30 put that money in, and at that point you can't go any further because of all your responsibilities and whatnot, so you will have over $386,000 saved up, because from 18 to 30 you put that in there, and it just built that interest over time, the rest of the time till you were 65. So $386,000. Now let's say that you decide you want to go do whatever and hang out and just spend money or use some of that money on college or whatever. I don't know what that looks like. You wait till you're 30 to start putting that money in, and you put that same $20,000 in, and you start putting that $2,000, and you do it until retirement. At that point, you're going to have a little bit over $295,000. So what's better? Doing it earlier, you get $386,000, or later getting the $295,000? I want more money. I want to be able to get more. Now imagine that you continue to add money on top of this and continue to keep growing that. It's just going to grow more and more and more. So yes, the Rule of 72 can help you no matter what age you're at. It's going to be more beneficial to you at a younger age, but if you're my age, don't worry, continue to add to that, and that money will help compound and help each other out, and as you help that to grow. So definitely you want to go with that, and definitely the Rule of 72 can help you. Next question is, why is a will so important? Will is important because it's a very important thing, because the government can take your stuff, and at that point it goes into probate, and they don't know what's going to happen with it, whether the government just takes it and does whatever. I'm not a lawyer. I can't officially answer 100% legal questions on this, but I do know that, you know, there's decisions that you have. I know that there was a gentleman that um, owned a company here in Las Vegas, and he was part of a development project downtown. Um, and the gentleman was very wealthy, had a lot of different properties all over between Las Vegas, California, Utah, so many other places. Had a lot of different projects going, and when he died recently, uh, unfortunately, he didn't have a will, so his family had to go to the court and ask to be, in charge of his estate, and it was charges that his family had to incur to deal with this. Guys, you don't want that for your family. You don't want them to have to go to court and deal with lawyers and incur court fines and whatever not fines, but court fees and dealing with all that stuff. A will help all that. So here's some steps that what a will can do for you that I do know that, one, you decide how your stuff gets distributed, whether you want your brother to have your car, your mother to have your car, whatever, your wife, and whatever else, your house, whatever is yours, that you can divide. You can see how it's divided up. This person gets your money, this person gets your car, this person gets your house, or it can be all left to one person. Whatever you decide, that's all on you. So that's the first step of why that's important. You get to decide where everything goes and who to. It's not just entered in court and, whoever ends up getting it gets it type thing. Next, like I said, there was a probate process for this example that I was telling you. Your family won't have to go through that. There's not a probate. They won't have to incur court fines or court fees and dealing with lawyers and dealing with so much of all the different fees and things like that definitely is a struggle for people to pay. The other one is you decide who takes care of your kids. If you have kids and something happens to you, you get to decide. It's not like they go to the next relative or whatever or they end up being in a foster home or whatever that looks like. You may know that the next relative in line would be very irresponsible and not the right person. So you would get to decide who your kids go to, godparents or whatever that looks like. Also, you avoid the legal challenges. Your family does, you do. You just lay it all out and get it taken care of. And then you always can change this, guys. You can change this. If you're earlier on in life and you decide, hey, I'm going to leave this to my parents, all my estate to my parents. Well, you get married, have a kid a little bit later down the road, you can change that. At that point, you can change your will and have your parents added on or your kids added on, or decide. You can change that all up. Have it go to your wife, have it go to your kids, and decide who's in charge of them and all that stuff. It's very important, guys. Get it done. There's so many ways of getting it done. You can go to a lawyer and get it done. You can go to prepaid legal services that are out there. A lot of them, that's the first thing that they handle for you. And there's also legal documents that you can do online or going through, you can pick them up. Like a lot of tax agents have them and stuff like that with other legal documents. Just know that has to be notarized, and I would definitely say that going through a lawyer would be the better option, but if that's not something that you can afford, be careful of this. Do your research if you're going to do it yourself. Guys, thank you very much. Thank you, viewers. If you got something out of this, hit the like button. Please subscribe again, and here's a positive quote for the video.